So I gotta get some new tires this week. I will say this. Since I've been part-time, I have been going through tires a lot slower. Thank God. A lot slower. I would say it feels like I was getting tires like, granted, I wasn't always getting new tires. So that's a whole nother thing. Because we got a great used tire place here in town. But I've been going through tires a lot less, but I'm due to get a pair to at least 2, if not all 4 tires need to be replaced, just for the just to get through the summer. Yeah, Uber is becoming a unbearable side hustle. I only keep the app, for shits and giggles. I would say on average, if I drive for say 4 to 5 hours, in that time I'll probably make like 130 to 150 on just Lyft. Just Lyft now. On Uber, maybe it's been averaging like $20 to $25 a day. And that's really, really cherry picking and trying to stay local, because the long rides pay horrible on Uber. I will say Lyft is only my preferred app because I have the area filter, and it pays me a little bit better with those percentages. Those 10, 20, 30 percentages. At first, I didn't think it was a big difference on Lyft. Now I'm starting to see it feels like I'm easily getting $3 to $4, sometimes $5 more for the same distance on a Uber ride. I'll get that same distance on a Lyft and get paid as much as $5 more for the ride. It's crazy. And these are short rides. I'm talking rides less than 20 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20-minute rides, which is usually, I'm in an area where towns are pretty close together. So that's been working out, doing Lyft part-time. I still keep, like I said, I still keep the Uber app on. Occasionally I'll take, a ride on the Uber side if it's really slow. Like sometimes Lyft is really slow, where even though you're getting paid more per ride, your offers are a lot less that day. It's random. You can't even say what day it's going to be. This is why they say you got a multi-app. I understand now, because there's certain days one app might be hitting. Like it was one day in the whole month that Uber was actually sending me rides back to back to back that I actually wanted to stay short rides, and they were paying me slightly more than they normally did, for those short rides. So, but it was like one day in that whole month that I could think of. All the rest was Lyft. It's not obviously the only thing I'm doing. For the people that are new here, this is not the only thing I'm doing. I'm also marketing online. I'm doing affiliate marketing. I have the YouTube channel. I have several YouTube channels. For those of you that are just seeing me for the first time, I have about 6 channels. I actively post on 5. I do long form content now only on 2 channels. The rest I'm just throwing up shorts, because I got a lot of long form video. I've been on YouTube for putting out good free information based on people that I follow. I would say information I'm getting online from AI, and just really lawyers, law firms. I do watch law firms, but I break it down in a way that the average person could kind of understand. Because some, especially with the law firms, you know, they got this gibberish and you're like, what are you talking about? You know, I try to make it more entertaining. I have been posting more AI videos and they're performing a little bit better. I don't do it a lot. People like mostly, I think, real content like this. But every now and then I'll post a AI video using usually Notebook LM from Google, and I'll find some good information that I would have broke down normally, but I'll use Notebook LM and let it break it down and then do a short video about it. So you will see more AI videos on this channel and others. I'm still renting rooms, so I don't own the property. A lot of people, when I say I'm renting rooms, that I own the property. I don't own the property. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, which sounds small, and it is to probably most of you. But I have one of those old school living room, dining rooms attached, where you could, you know, there's two pillars, so I could section off my living room, and then the living room is technically the front door, but we don't use that door. Nobody in the building uses the front door for whatever reason. We all use the back door. So that door there is just for emergency purposes only. So none of my roommates use that door. So I put up curtains. I could put up a physical hard partition, but I just put up curtains to keep the AC in. And I sleep in the living room, what would be the living room, and I made that my bedroom. Now the 2 bedrooms, one's a little bit larger, one's small. The larger bedroom is right near the back door, which we use for the front. And then there's a smaller room. They both come out to the bathroom. So they will obviously all share in the bathroom, which hasn't been the issue. Using a bathroom for 3 single guys, we're all around the same age. Well, one is considerably older. One is like 10 years older than me. But the other guy's close. He's 50, I'm 55. The guy that I don't like is 65, and I don't like him because he's older. I don't like him because I couldn't tell he had habits. He's an alcoholic, he's dirty, he's messy, but he pays his rent. The other guy that's a little bit younger than me, like 50, 51, he pays on time, no problems. I do something that a lot of people don't do. I get my money weekly. So it breaks down to about $800 a month, but I get it in small payments weekly, about $180 a week from each guy. So it has been working out. It's just I got run-ins with the other dude because he's got nasty habits and he's alcoholic. But I feel the renting rooms is coming to an end. It's been a nice side hustle, but I've been talking about it on this channel as well as the others, that I fixed my credit using just paying off credit and then using some credit boosting companies. And now I'm in a position where I have the new company. I have a new LLC too, if I haven't mentioned that. I'm sure I have on the other channels. The LLC isn't really based around rideshare. It's based on my online activities. But technically, the rideshare helps pay the bills. So it's all feeding, you know, the same thing, you know. The room rental money is easy because one guy pays me cash. The other one pays me through PayPal. So I can just send that right to either my business or personal, you know, depending on where I need it to go. I feel like I need another app because Uber is just not cutting it at all anymore. I want something to complement me doing Lyft every now and again, but I'm just not feeling delivery. I'm not feeling it. Y'all do way too much work. Much respect for all the people that do gig economy on the food delivery side. I have a lot of respect for you guys. You got to put up with a lot. You all deserve every tip for every delivery, in my opinion. Just like food delivery just doesn't look or feel appealing to me. It never has. I'm thinking maybe I should try it out before I just shut it down altogether. But I'm really trying to focus on my online sales. I created a new package called the Family LLC Club, where I break down how you use not only gig economy money, but you can use online money to feed your first, what I call your Family LLC. Links below somewhere. Or just go to my name, WilliamBlandon.com. Check that out. That's going to be one of my earning potentials to get me out of rideshare in the future. That, along with some other affiliate marketing stuff I'm going to be doing. I still may buy a newer, larger vehicle for the transportation side. I haven't. I'm really not rushing on that. I want to pay some more down on this car loan. I do have a loan still on this car. The goal is to never have a loan again. The goal is to either get a line of credit or purchase a vehicle through a line of credit where we can own the vehicle, and I may put that under the business at that point, because I no longer want to do I already know the future of rideshare is it's fading fast. I don't even know the word for it, but it's fading fast, and we're not going to be able to do rideshare much longer. I guess I could do rideshare. I'm 55 now. I can go another 5 years. I could. Physically able. You know. My vision probably isn't perfect, but it's, you know, I probably do need glasses, but I can see well enough legally to probably go another couple of years. But why? When everything's moving to online, I'll still be probably talking about cars and transportation on the Nice Guy Driver channel, but other than that, that's probably the only channel where I'll be continuously talking about anything related to transportation or cars. Thank God I call it Nice Guy Driver and not Uber this or Lyft that, because it may transition. This Nice Guy Driver channel might transition out of rideshare channel into just talking about cars, because I'm thinking about renting cars as a supplement to, as another income source, to also get away from Uber, because then all I might need is just Lyft part-time, like I've been doing. And then if it's really super slow, it kind of won't matter, because at that point rideshare is really not the primary anymore. Right now it's probably not the primary now. If I do the math, it's not the primary now. It's probably between affiliate marketing and the room rental. The room rental doesn't make me a lot of money. It covers my rent, which you could still look at as income, because you would have to pay that rent normally. So it's basically allowing me to be rent free. So everything I generate above that, I could just put into my business and then pay myself. I'm probably not going to do an actual payroll until I get into the next phase of my journey, which is to build a bigger company from the credit I built on this company. Why am I sharing all this? I think it's interesting to see people's journey, because you might want to change. You might want to start thinking about, rideshare is not going to last forever. What else am I good at? What else can I do? Do I want to get into food delivery? If you're not against it, go to some of these catering apps. Apply some of these catering apps. You know, you'll make way more money. You might have to physically get out the car and do some setup and dress decent, but I don't even think you could dress like this even and get away with it. You know, as long as you're not looking like a complete bum, you can go in these places, set up the food, you know, show your creativity, and you could probably pitch your other business. You know, I could pitch that I do AI stuff at the catering drop-offs. I'd be like, oh, we also do marketing too, if you guys need somebody for your marketing. You know, and that's the thing I like about YouTube, because I have so much evidence that I'm good at marketing compared to people that aren't on YouTube. So even though my channels are really super small, I'm a micro influencer. But compared to what some other people are doing, I'm still bigger. It kills me when these big fire trucks come through here. I'm sorry guys, I got this big fire truck that decided that they needed to park right in front of me while I'm doing this video. It kind of like shocked me for a little bit. But what was I saying? I'm a really small creator, and even a small creator like myself has the ability to make companies that aren't online at all appear to be bigger than what you are. You know, you gotta think about it. I've been on YouTube for longer than my Uber and Lyft career. I've been on YouTube probably going on I would say probably 10 years. I look back at my oldest video and it was like 10 years. Over 10 years ago. I've only been doing Uber and Lyft for about 8 and some change, almost 9. So I've been on YouTube longer than I've been driving for Uber and Lyft. So it's very easy to show a company, oh yeah, look, check out my channel, or check out this link, or check out my website. They all point to my business doing marketing and AI. So I'm already set up and positioned to transition into marketing AI. There's really nothing saying that I do transportation, but transportation does play a part, and it still feeds my business. And it may in the future, because I may do deliveries, but privately. I'm thinking about doing deliveries privately. Cut out Uber and Lyft, or maybe at least Uber. Keep the apps, but just cut them out, meaning not using them. I may use Uber like once a week just to stay, you know, relevant on the app. But trying out one of these catering apps, I may get a bigger vehicle, because the catering apps, you can literally make, you know, $200-300 a day doing the same 5 hours. So it just makes more sense. Yeah, you guys just gotta start planning for the end. I'm not saying that you gotta stop driving today. I'm not saying that. But maybe you should start thinking about, do I want to get into other apps, or do I want to start transitioning out of this, or do I want to get a regular job? Some of you might want to just get a job. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I just think even if you have a job, you should be thinking about being an entrepreneur and starting your own business. Regardless, everybody should have a family LLC, bringing in, if nothing else, just affiliate dollars. Everybody. That's just my opinion. But that's all I really got for you guys today. Thank you for your continued support, watching me this long. If you've been a continued supporter of the channel, I know it's very few of you, but again, thank you for your continued support. Continue watching. I'm going to continue sharing my journey as long as I can, or as long as I'm able. I'm trying not to do a Glendon Cameron and disappear on you guys. So even if I just put out short form content, I'm always going to be around. I'll say that. I'm always going to be around with at least short form content. Long form's going to slow down a little bit. But keep watching, keep supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.